Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking about how to create responsive UI with Flutter. As you can see here, this is my application which is running in mobile view. And when I will expand this is the tablet view. And the bottom part is coming just beside. And again, if I will expand this to the desktop view, then you can see that there is drawer which is already open, and the button for opening drawer is also removed. We do not have to press that. And in mobile mode, when I will tap on this, then drawer will be open. In the mobile mode, there is same. So in this video, we will create responsive UI with the help of Flutter, and also I will share the code with you on Git. So for this, let's get started right after this intro. So first of all, we will create new project in Android Studio. New Flutter project. It is already selected Flutter. Next. And then let me provide the name of the project. I'm using responsive app, and make sure that all four are selected for web, Linux. It is completed. Let me close this. Now it is Android selected. Let's move to project, and here you will see all the folders including lib, and for web, Linux, iOS, macOS, and here you can run your app in Chrome. Let me run this. It will take some time because you are running your app for the first time. This is the basic application, counter app, and it is running in my Google Chrome browser. Refresh and command save will definitely going to work. So let me shrink it. It is working on mobile mode also. So what I will do, I will remove all the code. Let me shrink this one also, and I'll select and remove these codes. And also this line. Instead of this, I will create new screen, dot file, home screen, Let me take it as stateful widget, home screen. Let me import some necessary things here. Let me provide some value inside this scaffold. Definitely it will take inside, and also I will provide this home screen in this material app. Add constant to remove this warning. Now let me run this. There will be a blank screen because we haven't added anything inside our scaffold. Let me align this so that I can show you output side by side. Inside my home screen and in this scaffold, inside body, I'm taking center, and as a child of center I'll use text, and inside this text I'm typing like this is responsive app. Okay, let me run this. It is showing here. Now I will going to create folder. Let me name it responsive. And inside this I'll create dot file responsive layout. Okay, and it would be a stateless widget, and for handling the layout I'm creating this responsive layout. Let me import this. Let me remove this line. We will create this widget. For mobile, I'm using mobile scaffold for passing the widgets for mobile, tablet and desktop. Let me copy this, and for tablet scaffold, and for the desktop I'll be using like desktop scaffold. And in this build function, let me remove this. Before that, let me create the required field here, responsive layout. Oops. Okay, and then required this dot mobile scaffold, required this dot tablet and the last one for the desktop for passing the widgets of all the three devices, like for mobile, tablet and desktop. Now inside this build folder, inside this build function, I'm using layout builder, and builder will take here context and constraints. Constraints, curly braces, I'll apply here condition if the constraint dot max width I'm checking here the first condition for the mobile. Constraints dot max width less than 500. Okay, then I'll return mobile scaffold. And else if for the tablet, if constraints dot max width is less than 1100, then it will return tablet scaffold, and rest in the else part other than any constraint. Oops, let me remove this. Else it will return desktop scaffold. Okay, we are done with this responsive layout, and let's move into main function. Here initially I passed home screen, so it is not in use for now, so I'll remove this. We will use responsive layout instead of this. Responsive layout, and it will ask three widgets: mobile, tablet and desktop. So for creating that, I'm creating new dart file inside this responsive folder. So first will be for mobile scaffold. I'm creating this layout for mobile, and then I'll create for tablet and desktop respectively. For now I'm creating for mobile, so I've given the name mobile scaffold, and the second one this one is mobile scaffold, and the second one is tablet scaffold. Okay, and the third one is desktop scaffold. All three layout is created. Now inside each of them I'll code separately. So inside mobile scaffold, I'll use here stateful widget. Let me name it mobile scaffold. Import this package, and inside return, let me remove this. I'll use your scaffold, and inside this let me set the background for now. For mobile, colors dot orange. I'm taking the background with shade 200. Let it be colors dot orange for now for mobile scaffold. And for the tablet, we will set another background. So this should be stateful widget and tablet scaffold. Import the package. Let me remove this. Instead of this, I'll use scaffold, and inside this as a background I'll use different color so that I can show you the effect of responsiveness when we will move from mobile to tablet, then desktop. The background color will change. In tablet, I'll be using colors.purple with shade 400. Okay, and in the desktop it would be also stateful widget with desktop scaffold name. Import the package, and let me remove this. Instead of this, I'll use scaffold, and as background, colors dot gray. Oops, let me remove this. Dot gray. Yes, now I will call these these scaffolds mobile, tablet and desktop from my main function, as these are the required parameters that we will have to pass. So for mobile scaffold, I'm calling mobile scaffold class that we have created. Again, for the tablet and for the desktop, for tablet scaffold, and for the desktop scaffold. Let me provide the parenthesis, the brackets. Okay, so error has gone. Now let me run the code. So starting, it is purple, so it is in the tablet mode. So when I will increase the width, when it reaches to the desktop mode more than 1100, the color changes. So this is the desktop scaffold now, and this one is a tablet. And let me show you the mobile scaffold. Let me inspect this. It is not going further. Now this is the color that we have set for mobile scaffold. Here you can see that when I will decrease the width, it is changing from orange to purple and then gray. Let me close the inspect element. I will handle it in my responsive layout class that I have created. For now I'm taking here 500. What I will do, I'll increase the width 700. Now here it is the orange color. This is the mobile mode. My browser is not shrinking. Let me check it with 600. It is also working. And I have changed the background color for mobile orange dot shade 200. And for the app bar, I'm using here app bar, and the background color I'm using for mobile scaffold. Colors dot orange and shade 900. Let me run this. It is visible, and in the main function debug show check mode banner false to remove this tag in the corner. After that, inside body I'll use drawer, but before that let me add title for the app bar. Text widget. Inside this I'm typing here mobile view. So I will change the app bar title also when it changes from mobile to desktop to tablet. So for mobile view I'm using mobile view text, and drawer I'm using here drawer widget, and the background of the drawer would be colors dot orange with shade of shade of 200. Let me add the widgets here as child. First of all, I'm adding here column because I want to show multiple data. Children, inside this, first of all I want to show my logo. Drawer header. As a child I'll be using icon. So icons dot flutter icon flutter dash. Let me see what kind of icon it will provide. There is a drawer. When we tap on this, this is the icon. Let me increase the size of the icon a little bit. So size, let me make it to 50. Now let me run this. now it looks good. Okay, so I have added this drawer till now in mobile view. It will not be visible in tablet and desktop. So after that, inside drawer I'm adding list title, and below header, drawer header, list title, leading I'm adding here icon, icons dot home, and then title, dashboard. Okay, there is some error. It will actually take a widget, so we'll have to pass text widget, title, text widget, and inside this I can pass my text, which is dashboard. Dashboard, and I'll copy this list style. Let me provide constant so that I can remove these warning lines. Let me copy this list style and I'll add 4 times because I want 4 options here. Let me rename it course and also change the icon. For the third one, settings, and also the title will be changed, settings, and the last one I want to show it as profile. You can customize it in your own way. Profile. So now let me run this. Now when you tap on drawer, these are the options. Now I will create another directory, means folder, by the name reusable. Let me remove it, utils, where I will put my all the repetitive codes. Inside this I'll create dart file, constant UI, constant UI. Okay, and because I want this drawer in mobile, tablet and desktop, so I will copy this, and inside this let me create a variable, common drawer, and paste it here. Import the package, and you are good to use this common drawer in your mobile scaffold, tablet and desktop, same as we will do for app bar, common app bar. Let me copy it from here. I also want to change this text dynamically for mobile, tablet and desktop view. So I'll copy this and paste it here. All good. And I want to make this text dynamically so that whenever I'll use app bar in mobile, I'll pass the text mobile view and respectively for tablet and desktop. So let me take here common string app bar title text. Let me provide it initially empty string, and I'll use here instead of this now inside mobile scaffold I'll use the string here app bar title text and will pass the string like or we can do one more thing, my app bar, common app bar. This was the app bar. So this is my app bar, and after that, or I can do one thing, I'll create separate function for my app bar so that I can pass my string in this. So its return type is app bar. Let me copy this and I'll have to provide return value. Let me remove this. Return. In this way you can use function. You will have to pass the string here for now. Title. Remove the extra space and app bar title will be replaced by title. Now whenever you will call common app bar, you will have to pass the string. Let me remove this. That's perfect. So inside mobile scaffold, let me remove this, and inside common app bar I will have to pass the string as title. So here I'm passing mobile view. And same as for drawer, let me remove this, and instead of this I'll be using common drawer. Let me run this. Everything is fine. Now I'll make the changes in the tablet scaffold. Also want to provide the background. I'm creating here common background so that I can pass this color to each scaffolds for mobile, tablet and desktop. Now I'm using common background with shade of 200, orange color with shade of 200. So this is my common background. We copy this, and instead of this whole line I'll be using common background. No semicolon, just a comma. Yes. Now let me move towards this tablet scaffold. Remove this background color, and instead of this, common background. And also for app bar, common app bar. Here I'll pass strings, like table, tablet view. Yes, sorry for that. Tablet view. Now if we will expand my app to the table view, as you can see here, the app bar text is changing. Now for the dar, it is not visible here because we haven't implemented in tablet view. So inside this tablet scaffold, we'll add dar as common dar. And now you will see that in my tablet view, this dar is also available. Now we'll implement this app bar and dar in desktop view. So for background, common background, and the app bar, common app bar with text dynamic, which is desktop view, because now we are implementing these things in our desktop scaffold for desktop view. And let me add rar. So here I'll be using row because we want our jar to be already open, because there is lot more space. So inside row children, and then I'm using here common jar because in my desktop view I want jar to be open automatically. There will not be any button for opening and closing the jar. Now when we will expand this to the desktop view, till now this is tablet view. Here you can see the jar is already open and the button for jar is no longer visible. Now I'll add some more UI in my mobile view. So for that I'm using column children, and inside this I'm using aspect ratio. Aspect ratio is 1. Actually I want to show grid view, so we will have to provide some widget, then we can use grid view inside that. Then as a child I'm using here size box, and width would be infinity, double dot infinity. And child of this size box is grid view. So for showing grid view you must have to use widget. So grid view dot builder, and let me align this. Grid delegate would be silver grid delegate. silver grid delegate, and this one with fixed cross axis count. Okay, and cross axis count, for now I'm using 2 because I want 2 columns. So this defines column cross axis count, and item builder, context and index. Curly braces, and we'll have to return the UI. What kind of UI we want to use in this grid view. So for now I'm using container, and color, I'm taking here colors dot orange, same as app bar. You can replace it with the app bar color, you can make it in constant UI variable, but now here I'm not going to do that. You can do it if you want. So I'm using here colors dot orange. So let me run the app. So this implement for grid view is done in mobile scaffold only. Now it is our grid view. We will have to add some padding of it. Now let me reload. This is my grid view with cross axis count 2. I'll create new dart file in the utils for reusing widgets. Let me provide the name here, widget boxes. It would be a stateless kind of widget. Class name would be widget boxes. Let me import the package and remove this line, and we will copy this padding code from here and we'll paste it here, and rather than using this code in all the 3 scaffold widget, we can use it widget boxes for showing this grid view in all the 3 mobile, tablet and desktop. Let's close this widget boxes, and inside this mobile scaffold I have added here item count 4 for grid view because I want to show 4 items. And if I'll comment this, you can see that my grid view has infinite scrolling. So for providing separate number of widgets that we want inside grid view, we will have to pass this value item count. Now I want to show list. So for this I'm creating another file, widget list. So again it would be stateless widget, and name of this class would be widget list, so that I'm creating separate files so that I can also use this UI in different view, mobile, tablet and desktop. So in this from widget boxes I'm just going to copy it, and this time let me import the necessary package, and this time I'll provide height for this container and color will remain same, and height I would like to provide 100, and we will call this class from my mobile scaffold. So inside my column, and after this aspect ratio for grid view, I'll call expanded, and then as a child so list view, dot builder, item builder, and it will take context and index. So pass the context and index, and then curly braces, and inside this return, and we'll call my widget list here. And finally I'll have to provide item count inside here, list view builder. So after this line, yes, item count for now I'm taking 5. So let me run. Now you will see that after this grid view, this is my list view. Now let me close this widget list, and after that this is my mobile scaffold, and when I'll expand this, there is nothing in tablet view and desktop view as well. I just want to copy this column because this is the UI for grid and list which is visible. So now in the table scaffold as a body, I'm passing the same column having grid view and list view. So let me import these widget boxes and widget list. Now let me run the app. This is mobile view, and when I'll expand this to tablet mode, this is my tablet mode, there is some overflow error is coming, so we will fix it. So here item count is 4 and aspect ratio is 1, and for tablet I'm using aspect ratio 4. Now after reloading, let me expand this. Again there is only 2 grid widgets is visible, so we'll have to handle this also. So inside this cross axis count, I'll use 4 instead of 2 because this time I want to show all the 4 grid widget in one row. Let me expand this. In the tablet view, as you can see that this is my grid in a single row now. Now when I will expand this to desktop, there is nothing, so we will do coding for the desktop mode also. Again I'll copy this column and will paste this inside desktop scaffold, but after this command jar because this is in row. And let me import the widget boxes and widget list. let me run this. As a body, we are taking row for desktop scaffold. Now when we will expand this from mobile view to tablet view, it is looking nice. And when I expand this to desktop view, think there is some error, it is not visible, so I guess I'll have to handle this. So let me expand this column and I'll have to wrap this in expanded widget. Now let me run this. And when I'll expand this to tablet and then desktop view, now it is visible. It looks good. In the desktop view, you can also see grid and list. And also the desktop area has some more space, so I want to apply some more extra widgets on the right side of the screen. So for this, again, I'm using expanded, and as a child I'll use here column children, and inside this again I'll use expanded, and as a child let me align this. And as a child of this inner expanded widget, I'll use container, and the color of this container, the same orange color. And as a child I'll use here, I want to show some text, so I'm taking here center widget, and then as a child of center I'm using text widget, and I'll use some text for showing purpose like extra data. That's it. Let me run this. So now when I will expand this to desktop mode, there is an extra data widget available. As you can see that the middle part of the widget containing grid and the list is quite small, so I'll provide here the value of flex of 2 so that it will achieve some more area as compared to extra data widget. Now it looks good. It is looking fine in desktop view, and same I will have to manage that extra data widget in tablet view and mobile view. So for that I'm just going to copy this expanded widget which contains extra data widget, and also I will have to wrap this column inside row, and let me, and after this expanded I will paste after this column. Basically let me paste the extra data widget, and Now and let me run this. Now when I'll expand this in tablet view, there is some issue I think, so let me check. I'll have to wrap this column also inside expanded. Now let me run this, and after expanding this tablet view, here extra data widget is coming. It is taking a lot more space, so in the expanded of grid view and list view, I'll add flex value of 3 would be fine. Let me check with the 4, and when I'll expand this, it's not looking good, so I'll use flex value 3. Control save, and let me check it once again. Now when I'll expand this in my tablet mode, it is looking fine. Now we'll have to manage mobile view only, and there is also some scrolling issue. So inside this mobile view, I'll wrap this column with single child scroll view. Let me remove this expanded widget from here. Inside this list view builder, shrink wrap will be true, and physics will be never scroll physics. Okay, and let me run this, and now it is scrolling perfectly. And after that, I will have to add that extra widget that I have copied from desktop scaffold. Again, there is some issue. Okay, actually I will have to remove this expanded widget. Let me remove this. Let me remove this column, and rest of the part is fine. This, no, I will have to remove this expanded widget, and this is the extra space. I'll have to provide some height here with this container. Let me provide it 500 height. Now let me run this. So this is my extra widget in mobile view. Now when I will expand this to tablet view, my extra data widget moves toward right hand side, and when I expand this little bit more, then my navigation drawer is opening automatically. So this is it in this video. I hope that you must have learned something related with layout builder. You can play with it. There are several kind of things. So for this, that's it in this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you next time in our next video. Bye for now.